Hello guys, and today I'm going to try a British delicacy called Marmite, okay? And I'm going to have it on some toast. Now, this is just bread at the moment, it isn't toast yet, but it will be. So I've got 2 slices of toast. I'm going to put them into the toaster, okay? Now notice it's lit up and I'm pushing the toast down. Oh dear. We'd have to do it, wouldn't it? Rubbish would have to split on me. Would have to split on me, wouldn't it? Because it's absolute pig. Whenever you film things that always go wrong. Always. Even something like cooking toast. Okay, right, so I'm going to do this a different way. Right. I'm going to put it up like this. It won't do it properly and some of it will not get done. But never mind. This is ridiculous. You can see it's broken. I'll put it upside down. And it'll make it stiff in a minute and then it'll make it easier for me to do it. So, right. I've also got a plate and a knife, a butter knife, which I'm going to use to put the Marmite on. While it's doing that, you can see, I'm going to open up the jar of Marmite, okay? So here we have the Marmite, I've got to twist it, and here we have the Marmite. A strange taste, I will admit. Now, I can't remember if I actually had this years ago as a child or not. But the manufacturers themselves admit that many people hate it and some people like it. So, I may have had it as a child somewhere, I can't remember. But I do not remember ever having it as an adult, believe it or not. Okay. So now I'm going to press a button on here. And it pops up. Up the other way. I usually keep turning it around usually. Often what happens is the bread will shrink, and then when it shrinks it's easy to put in the other way, but sometimes I've just put it in properly. I mean, I do this many days because my mum often wants in toast, and so I'm used to this, but if things can go wrong when they're filming, they will. Right, it's starting to go brown, so now I'm going to try and turn it around the other way. And hopefully now this will go in as well. Yes, so now it goes in very easily now. So because it's now gone in very easily, that's the way I want it to be. So now, just to show you a moment, this is where it's gone funny at the corner. But I can now put it in because some of the bread is slightly shrunk now. So it now goes in perfectly, okay? For some reason, I don't understand why, when they design toasters like this, they design them so that bread that you buy from the shop, even a special bread for toaster, and this is actually a fixed sliced loaf. This is from a fixed sliced loaf of bread, which is designed specially to be used in toasters. Itself is a bit too big, I think. But you can get loaves of bread where the bread is smaller, so it will fit in this kind of toaster mold, but the slices are, in my view, too small. Anyway, to see what happens. Sometimes if I'm not careful, it burns it. It's starting to burn it now, almost, so that looks like it's done. I know it's not done near the bottom, I'm aware of that, but that's the consequence of problems. I'll just try putting the bottom in, and there is a special setting on here which you can press if you're just trying to reheat. So now you've got two, so it's actually not meant to cook it as much. I've never understood how it works. I don't know if what it does is it just affects the timer, or if it actually affects the amount of heat it provides. But anyway, hopefully that will do the bottom more. And it starts to do the bottom more, so a bit longer. Again, press the button above. The other one, the third button on this toaster, and that button is used if you are getting bread straight out of the freezer. If you're curious, this is a Russell Hobbs branded toaster, and you can see the mentions Russell Hobbs there. It's a Russell Hobbs branded toaster, okay? Now it's popped up. Oh dear, it's burnt the toast. But never mind. I can rub some of that off. It's not too bad. I have done things like this before when I just scraped it off with my fingers, okay? I know people say, oh God, I just want to make sure it was done properly, okay? So whenever you burn the toast, that's what I do. Just use my fingernails, and that's okay. Right, now, I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way, and now I've got the Marmite, and I'm going to put the Marmite on the toast. So now, to scrape this, and yes, it really does look like some sort of brownish treacle thing. Now, I'm going to try and spread, okay? I'm not a connoisseur on this. I do not believe I've ever put any Marmite on anything. I don't ever even remember ever buying it before, truthfully. If I've ever had anything, I might have had it professionally at some sort of canteen or something like that many years ago, maybe. I cannot remember. I don't remember our family ever buying it. So, this should be interesting, okay? Right, that'll do, I think. And now, I'm going to eat it. As I said, some people like this, a lot of people absolutely hate it, okay? And even the manufacturers, in their own advertising, admit this. Okay? Right, so now, I'm going to put the lid back on. And by the way, this is so solid that even if I turn it upside down, it won't come out. It's not totally solid, but you know, it doesn't like drip out or come out very easily. It's, you know, so it's very thick. Okay. Right, now I'm going to try and eat it. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to eat the toast with some Marmite on. Well, it does have a strange taste. I don't honestly get it. I don't think it tastes that nice, to be honest. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's because you maybe have to put butter on it as well. Normally, I would have put butter on the toast or margarine, but I didn't, just in case I'd affected it in some way. In America, I believe there's something similar to this called Vegemite, and to be absolutely honest, I don't get it. I don't get what the fuss is about with this. I don't get why people like it that much. I don't think it makes anything taste much better, truthfully. If you want me to be honest, I'd much rather eat cheese on top or something like that. Also, I'd rather have eggs on it as well, if I'm honest. So eggs or cheese. I really don't get it, truthfully. I've seen people eat it who are foreigners, and they find this absolutely disgusting. And I have to admit, it may be a bit of an acquired taste. It's almost like brown sauce, except it's not as nice as brown sauce. It could just be me, I don't know, but you know. I think this would be great for people on a diet, because it would make them want to eat less, truthfully. And before you ask, yes, the Marmite is within date, so it's not that. I'll be totally honest, I don't think I'll have any more. So, I won't finish this off, but I may even finish the Marmite off or find some other things you can put Marmite in. But it's actually strange, because I did actually, you can buy some Marmite flavoured crisps here, believe it or not. And I did buy them, and I think, and from memory, the Marmite flavoured crisps, I believe, taste better than the real thing. Are you this? And maybe it's just very, very good for you, and maybe people eat it because it's probably very good for you, but otherwise I don't get it. it also wasn't that cheap. I mean, it was about £2 or £3 just for that small bottle that you saw. So I got it just to see what it would be like, because I thought maybe it might be absolutely astonishing or something, and because lots of people have done videos on the internet of people eating it and saying they don't like it, I thought I would try for myself. As you can see, it's very, very sticky, so it's on there, it's not going to drip off. It's very, very sticky. Maybe this is why people think British food tastes so bad. Or maybe it's not meant to be on toast. I thought you'd put it on toast, but maybe there are other things you're supposed to have it with. I don't know, but I know that I believe in the past people have had Marmite on toast, so that's why I've eaten it this way, okay? But I honestly prefer, I mean, if you're a vegan, maybe, you know, it's good for you, but maybe I put too much on, I don't know, but I don't think it tastes that good, sorry. So, I mean, maybe one of those things where I've never eaten enough, I'll actually like it, but I think brown sauce tastes better. It's similar to brown sauce, and brown sauce tastes better, because I'll have brown sauce on sausages and things like that, and that tastes better than this. I honestly don't get why people like this that much. I really don't understand it, but there you go. Each to their own, and even the manufacturers themselves admit that a lot of people don't like it, and they admit that in their advertising, because they've shown you some people that like it and some people absolutely hate it, and they show that in their adverts. So I'm just probably one of the people who doesn't think much of it, I'm afraid. And to be honest, I think it's just ruined some beautiful potentially good toast. But never mind. It does have quite a strong taste. I can't even describe it. It's just like, it's very sort of sour. Almost. It's not even a nice kind of sour, in my opinion. Okay. Anyway. I'm sorry for boring everybody with me eating some toast, but, you know, it is almost like an endurance test, to be honest. This is like the British equivalent of when people years ago, I could probably still do it now, I don't know, but when I was young, much younger, okay, as an adult, people would go to an Indian restaurant, which were quite popular over here, and they would order a vindaloo. Not because they actually liked it, not because they thought it tasted fantastic, but because it was very, very hot, and it was some sort of endurance test. You know? Some sort of, like, dare, if you like. To see whether they could actually cope with eating it. And to be honest, eating this toast with Marmite on it feels exactly the same, I'm afraid. And it's not because it's a cheap version of it, that is the official brand. It's that or nothing. You know? Right, I've got some small pieces of bread left. Okay, so there you go, guys. My review of Marmite on toast, okay? Marmalade on toast is a different matter. That's much better. And my mum actually has marmalade on toast when she has some toast, okay? That's a different matter altogether. Anyway, not a big fan, but I thought I'd try it. As I said, I may have had it when I was younger, so some sort of cafeteria as a kid, I cannot remember, but I do not remember ever buying it as an adult, because if I had, I probably would never have bought it again and remembered it. Okay? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye! Okay, I'm going to show you what's on the Marmite bottle. Now, you'll notice here it's got a royal crest, and below it says, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, manufacturers of food and household products, Unilever UK Limited, Leatherhead, Surrey, and then it's got a postcode. So believe it or not, this means that it has been bought by the Queen's household at some point. Whether the Queen herself actually personally eats it or not, I don't know. But at some point, people, members of the royal family, or potentially other members of the royal household, have actually bought this, okay? And if it's provided to the royal household, then people are allowed to put a royal crest and a description below telling people that. Okay? Now, so there you go. I've had something that's good enough for royalty, apparently. There you go. And on the back it says, wake up your taste buds, put the oomph in your breakfast. And it's also got a V symbol there, which means it's suitable for vegans. Okay? So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.